Hello, this is Chad Siegel with LNCF, and we're just going to cover really quick registering your CPN with the IRS, benefits of why you may want to do that or why you may not want to do that. So we'll be covering the following topics: purchases, vehicles, and property, verifiable proof, and business credit. So when you're making purchases with your CPN profile, there's certain times when it may be more difficult, like purchasing a vehicle, purchasing property. Sometimes in those circumstances, they need additional information, verification of proof, because the CPN profile number alone, because it is a privacy file, even though public records have been completed, it's still needing some additional verifications and legal status and standing in commerce associated with some agency. So the IRS, once you register your CPN with the IRS and you get that EIN document, that paperwork, you're able to provide it when you're purchasing a vehicle, for example. It shows that the number has legal trade standing in commerce, and it also has a verifiable address that's associated with your CPN profile that they see and can verify with the IRS so they can contract with you. The question is whether they want to take your money or not, especially the car dealership. It's about their legal standing to contract with an entity aside from the living person that's presented before them. So one of the reasons why you want to get registrations is you may want to get into those type of contracts. If you're not looking to purchase property, if you don't want to buy a vehicle and you just want to get into an apartment, let's say, getting into an apartment wouldn't require you registering your CPN with the IRS. You can get into an apartment without that. You can also get into banking and credit contracts without registering your CPN with the IRS. Sometimes though, however, it's if you plan on really building, attaching it as a personal guarantor, your CPN profile to an LLC or a corporation, for example, and there's going to be enhanced contracts with, 50,000 plus in available credit or property or securities, commodities associated with the profile, then you may want to register your CPN with the IRS. If you're really looking for a lot of the privacy that comes with your CPN profile, and you're just kind of looking to get in an apartment, get some credit cards, get some basic stuff like that, you may not want to register your CPN with the IRS because you're looking to have a lower profile, because maybe you got a crazy biker gang after you, or who knows what's going on in your life. Everyone has individual circumstances and issues that affect how they want to legally manage their own privacy. So make sure to check this page out too on our website. Underneath our packages submenu, register a CPN with the IRS. There's some additional information here, as well as a specific power of attorney that's required for us to be able to legally act as a third party registering on your behalf with the IRS when we do the registration. So check that out as well. So moving on, property, typically, if it's a federally insured loan, when you're talking about buying a property, something that's federally insured, you're going to want to have an entity like a quote unquote person that is attached to the CPN profile that has a legal standing to contract when you're dealing with federally insured loans and things like that. So typically the contracts, before you sign them, you want to provide us the contracts, or, typically they'll give you a link to the contracts that you're interested in. However, typically what we recommend is that you're getting 12 to 18% no interest introductory credit cards from credit issuers that have a 50% balance transfer option. So if you're getting multiple of those and you have a 50% balance transfer option, let's say you need $10,000 and you get approved for $20,000, $25,000, $35,000 in credit, and you need $10,000, $20,000, something like that, you can do a 50% balance transfer option to cash right into your bank account, and that gives you the no interest loan with much less documentation. So there's some hacks to kind of get around getting specifically loans or payday loans that are really high interest, really typically not what we recommend. Also, when you're looking for proof of address is really important in a lot of documentation. When people are asking for, identity verification, you can show your EIN document that has your proof of address. It's attached to your CPN profile, as well as they see what your standing in commerce is via the EIN number and how we register it with the IRS. So it's nice to have a backup. We've seen people, and you can even find online, where people are trying to purchase a vehicle with a CPN profile, and because they haven't registered their CPN with the IRS, they're having issues getting approved, or they're getting denied, etc. So, if you're going to get a vehicle, register your CPN with the IRS. If you're not, give us a call, and, we can consult you on the best position for your specific situation on getting your CPN registered with the IRS. So give us a call. You can also text us at this number here. So you can text if you have a question, call, or something like that. Another reason you can register your CPN with the IRS is attaching it to a business as a personal guarantor. When your CPN profile is not only registered with the IRS, but then you're also attaching it as a personal guarantor to an LLC or corporation, you're looking at being able to not only get approved for additional credit based on guarantees associated with your registration, but then not only you're having your CPN profile credit that you're managing and building, but then your business credit, when it starts to stand on its own and it doesn't need the personal guarantor as much 6 months to a year into managing your new company, then you have your SSN profile credit that you're managing. Maybe you're doing credit repair on that, etc. So you're working on that. But a lot of the money that you're getting access to through credit and financial tools through your CPN credit cards and applications that you're doing can be used to, repair your credit on your SSN profile, build your CPN profile's credit. Typically people are starting with 750 scores with us, depending on the package that you get. And so, you're looking at building these files and potentially attaching it to a business for business credit. So the business credit package that we have, you literally can't find it anywhere in the world, online, in the United States. No one is doing this amount of build out with press releases and full web design, all the documentation that comes with our Secret to Wealth series. There's just so much that comes with the build out, premium business build out. So it's when credit issuers are looking at your company, if you're attaching your CPN to an LLC as a personal guarantor, and they're looking at your company and they're verifying all the points of compliance, and they're seeing that all of these things are done, the liability for the issuer or the underwriter is so low, because they see, wow, out of the last 10 companies that have came through our institution that we've looked at, and we ran, a Google search, we ran an address search, we ran everything on you and your website, which, we're building probably, we don't do 10 pages. We probably do 15 to 17 pages when the website's delivered. So, they see that you have a high intention of being engaged in your business activities, and they also see that the probability is probably very low that you're going to default on what's issued to you and your company. So, plus the personal guarantor is, you're having a 750, all the numbers are there. The algorithm that by default approves, individuals, personal guarantors, and corporations for credit, you've already exceeded. And that's the main point, is that you want to exceed the current algorithms for approval. So registering your CPN with the IRS and attaching it to a corporation as a personal guarantor is a really good move. So again, my name is Chad Siegel. I'm the head of business development here with LNCF, and we really look forward to helping you guys out. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to call, email, or text 7 days a week. We are here to help make sure that you position yourself in the proper status and standing to engage in commerce legally with your new credit profile, and make sure that your trade lines post and everything actually takes place that you want to have take place. A lot of times, I would say 50% of the calls we get are from people that have engaged with another company that they found online to get a CPN package, and trade lines didn't post, or they just ripped them off and took their money. Super not cool. It is definitely not what we do. We enjoy helping people transition from, maybe housing conditions that are unsafe for their children, and transitioning them into locations that are, there's more safety, more security. The people that live in those locations are of better merit. So when you're, renting a new apartment or something like that, and you're getting into a place where your kids are running into other kids that are, well-mannered and of better influence, it can really make all the difference to your living experience. It's really a big deal, and we really care about, making sure that people transition in a happy and healthy way and get into that. When you get a chance, download our guidebook here. It's something that we've developed to help people that are just new to learning about CPN profiles and managing them. It can really help you understand your position before you register with us. And also, we're one of the only companies in the industry that actually allows you to start with half down. So you're able to start with half down. You see the work being done. You can see the trade lines or you're seeing the public records are being completed, all the usernames and passwords, and then that you get in the Excel spreadsheet. And then from there, when you make your balance payment, that is what we use to actually add the trade lines that come with your profile. So depending on the number of trade lines that come with your profile and the open credit that we'll be reporting. So we also email you so much in supplemental documentation and things that help you, responsibly manage each situation moving forward. And again, we're here 7 days a week. So, okay, hope you guys are having a good day, and call, text, or email. Bye.